youngest daughter, Neeta, and her husband Srinivasa. Grandchildren Arun, Sarisha, Meghana, Kiran, Abhinav, and Divya. My wife Bindu is also here today. Also, Arun's wife Stephanie is here. I would like to thank anyone joining today via live stream. I will say a few brief words and then turn it over to anyone else who would like to say some words. My father left having accomplished everything he wanted in life. Educated to the highest level in civil engineering, married, and raised a family of 3 children. He brought the family to Canada and provided a life for us that I cannot imagine would have been any better anywhere else. He educated us, married us off, and supported our families. His values centered around family, and he was so proud of the way every member of his family turned out. He is truly a great man and a hero to our family. May he rest in peace. Thank you. Open anyone else.
So, my brother just said everything that we were all thinking. Just want to talk a little bit about what he did for me personally. So we had this little thing where he would always, press my legs when I'm not feeling well. And I was hospitalized a lot growing up, and then he would always make sure when he came to the hospital to press my legs. Last few days that I saw him, I got to do the same thing. And I sort of think that was a fitting way for it to be the last time I saw him. And that's what I'm going to remember most about him. May he rest in peace.
Hello, family members. It is an honor for me to say a few words about my father-in-law. I came to know him better in the last 10 years compared to the earlier times. I know the challenges that he had to go through coming in 1960s, raising a family, taking care of all of them, and then seeing the success not only of his children, but also of his grandchildren. I have observed one thing, that he was very proud of his grandchildren. And he used to say very nice words of each and every one of his grandchildren. And he was very fond of his great-grandchild. And he used to say, she's the great one. And she also used to say that another great one is on the way. So he raised them very well, and all of them have very good families, and they are taking care of their respective selves and their families. I don't think any person can have any greater success than what he has seen in his life. At the end of the life, what matters is how he raised their family and how they actually have turned to be. They're all very good citizens. They're contributing to the country. They're contributing to their families. And he was very proud of each and every one of them. I was actually inspired the way he fought and the way he took care of himself in the last days. And if I had to learn one thing from him, that is how to keep myself healthy, he was on top of everything, and he never has taken any help with respect to any things, especially of his health issues. And he used to provide guidance to others, trying to say, well, first we have to take care of ourselves, then we can take care of others. This is one thing that I was very inspired, and hopefully I will be able to follow in his footsteps. And he knew exactly the time that he was going to go. He was actually saying goodbye to each and every one who visited him in the hospital. Even few minutes before his death, he exactly knew the time has actually come. He took the hand of his wife and kept on his forehead and said goodbye to his daughter Sharda, who is my wife. And I have got reminded many times about the things that have happened to him during his last days, and he reminded me my mother many a time. And I shared this with my children and my wife, and I could see a parallel between the way they have passed away. That has really had been a big impact or shaken me to a certain extent. At the end of the day, I can say that he had a very successful life, and he did everything to the best of his what he can do. In everyone's life, there are ups and downs, and he has seen that, and he fought very well. At the end, he wanted peace, and the peace is to passing away from this world. If I have to say one thing, that he lived a life and he fasted with flying colors. Thank you very much.
I think everyone said really wonderful things. I just wanted to share a couple of memories kind of in the last couple of weeks. When we were in the hospital and he had come out of sedation, we were just asking him a couple of questions just to, see where he was cognitively, I guess, to some degree. And, he was all there still. His son, my uncle Prasad, asked him what university my cousin Divya would be attending. And he said very clearly McGill. And then he followed that up by saying, you have to work hard and you have to be the best. So he was still, he was still our Tata. His spirit was still there, which I just found really lovely. And soon after that, my cousin Prasad's daughter Sarisha was on FaceTime with him. And he was kind of a joker. He had a sense of humor. And he asked her, where's the other one? Because he was looking for Megan. Which I just thought he was just, it was so scary to have that experience, but then to just see him being himself in those moments, I thought was really lovely. And the last memory I want to share is I think it was 2.5 weeks ago. We were over at my mom and Tata's house for dinner. My uncle Prasad was visiting. And my daughter, Magati, was with us then, and she was eating at the same time as Tata. And they started, and I didn't see this, I don't think, but my wife Stephanie described it, and it's like I remember it now because it was so evocative. So they were both eating Peragannam, basically, and she started dancing because she gets excited when she eats, just like I do. And he started dancing too. So they're both just kind of dancing with each other. And he was so happy and excited about it because he loved her so much. And I just think it's really wonderful that, he lived this full life to the point that he got to meet his first great-grandchild and dance with her while he was eating. So I just wanted to share those memories because I think I really want everyone to understand that right up until the end, he was still the same person. He still had that spirit. that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
I wrote it down, so I apologize if I'm looking down. When I was in elementary school, Tata was one of my caretakers. A lot of people, grew up in Otwell as well. At lunch, he'd pick me up by walking across the street to Clara Tyner, and we had a daily routine where he would teach me how to wash my hands like a surgeon. We would eat the lunch, and I would get one single Starburst candy, no more than that. And we'd go downstairs and listen to a record or two. And so from a really early age, he taught me how to do things carefully, methodically, and with intention and focus. In junior high, I thought that was actually one of my besties. Every day after school, I'd forsake my friends, and I'd go to Nanama and Thata's house. I'd eat an early 4 p.m. dinner with them, and we'd spend time reading his encyclopedia set, watching game shows or Gilligan's Island reruns, and sharing news about our days. And during this time, he taught me that time is an immeasurable gift, how to show humility, especially in front of my elders, and to cherish family history. In high school, Tata became my cheerleader and my campaign manager. We talked a lot of politics, gender equity, and he was the first one that declared that someday I would be the mayor, if not the prime minister. So he taught me how to believe in myself, how to have confidence, and how to look at my loved ones for support. Even though we were provinces apart during university, I attended a lot of my Eng classes wondering if he'd gotten just as nervous before some of his exams or if he sat in the same lecture halls as me. I was super proud to tell my friends that not only had my dad studied there, but I was like a legacy because my grandpa had too, which was pretty cool being that like we're an immigrant family. While our relationship did fundamentally change during that time, we eventually found our way back to each other. He met my husband Tolu, he got to see our dogs on FaceTime, and he continued to boost me and our whole family up every time I called. Similar to what Arun said, he would tell me about how excited he was about his great-grandchildren. He would tell me about all of his other grandchildren and all the wonderful things we were doing. You could tell that he was just really proud of all of us. So, in essence, Tata was a mentor, a friend, an awesome grandfather, and an engineering genius. May he rest in peace and happiness, knowing how grateful we are for his sacrifices, how much we admire him, and how much he was loved.
Hi everyone. So throughout the last few days, the one thing that's brought me a lot of comfort has been gratitude for Tata. I'm grateful that I got to see him one last time before he passed, and like Arun was saying, he was all there. I got to see the sharp Tata that I grew up knowing and love. I'm grateful for the many visits we made to Canada to visit him and make memories all over the years, and I'm grateful that he taught me ways to cheat at nearly every single game that we played, even chess somehow. And I'm grateful that everybody is here today so that we could celebrate him and be together. But beyond everything, I'm grateful for just all the time I had with him. I'm his youngest grandson and I'm 20. My sister's his youngest grandchild and she's 18. So I'm grateful that he got to see 6 of us grow to be adults and that he got to see his hard work and sacrifice pay off in the fact that we're able to have the freedom and the opportunities to be who we want to be. From time to time I think about his story of coming to Canada and bringing his family over. And I just can't help but think every single time that it's very hard to duplicate. What he did was incredible, and he lived a very fulfilling life. And on the night he passed, Uncle told me to never forget that story and to make sure that I remember how great of a man Tata was, and I promise I will never forget that. Tata never missed a chance to call me on my birthday or celebrate any minor accomplishment in my life. And going forward, for every milestone or accomplishment I achieve, I will make sure that I remember Tata and thank him for just what he's done for me. And just remember how happy and proud he was of me. I'm grateful just again for all the time I had with him, and I'm going to miss you, Tata.
When I think of Tata, the first things that come to mind aren't any grand gestures or big occasions, but the little things that he used to do and say that made him who he was. I remember him challenging me to arm wrestles when I was 5, pretending to struggle, but then ultimately letting me win. I remember how he used to buy the snacks me and Ubby liked a month or two before we would come to Edmonton or Ottawa. I remember him casually wearing Ubby's gym shirt and bringing it back to Ottawa with him because he knew it fit him better anyways. I remember how flattered yet self-aware he was every time Mom commented on how good his face looked. I remember how he ordered a t-shirt and mug with one of my elementary school art prints to surprise me when I came. I remember him asking for hairspray before Aaron's wedding, just in case it got a little messy. I remember his strategic ways of playing games, permanently changing and bending the rules of chess, rummy, and Monopoly to teach us life lessons. I remember how encouraging he was every time I called him on the phone, even when he would unwittingly cover the camera with his thumb on FaceTime. I remember him gesturing for me to switch places with Mom in the hospital so that I could sleep on her shoulder. Still concerned about our comfort even when he was in that situation. I remember his words of wisdom from understand is understand to keep going up, up, up. I remember his constant warmth, his infectious laughter, and his youthful lightheartedness to the very end, even in those last days in the hospital. And so I think the best way to honor Tata is by continuing to remember these little things. The small, seemingly insignificant details that truly define the people around us that we love, and never taking those moments with them for granted again. I'm grateful to have known and loved someone so unique, gentle, thoughtful, and most of all, wonderful. Goodbye, Tata, and rest in peace. We'll miss you.
So my first memory of Tata was when I lived in Edmonton for about 6 months when I was younger. I forget if it was 5, 6 years old. And it was also playing chess with him. Though he didn't cheat as much back then, so I don't know what's changed. But I remember there were a lot of kind of little life lessons that I learned from playing chess with him that I didn't really put together back then. Like I remember he would tell me, like, don't worry about your pawns. Those are just small pieces. Like you can use those to set up your rooks and your queens and whatnot. And I think it's a good lesson that, you know, a lot of times you can take little steps back to go forward in life. And then I think everybody's kind of covered a lot of different great aspects about Tata, but one thing I specifically remember is when he moved to Ottawa, it was about 1 or 2 months after he moved, was when I was starting high school. And he asked me about what I wanted to do with my career, what I wanted to do. And I was getting ready for the engineer, doctor, lawyer speech that you usually get. But he actually, when I said I didn't really know and I was, you know, thinking of a few different options, he said, you know, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Just do your best and be the best at it. And it wasn't really what I was expecting. I was expecting him to point me towards 1 or 2 different paths, and he just said, whatever you do, just do your best and be your best. And that's something that stuck with me, I think, on and off throughout all the 10 years since then. But especially recently, I've been thinking about that a lot. And I thought about that too when last year I did something that I'm still pretty proud of, that in race weekend I ran a 5K, a 10K and a half in a span of about 16 hours. And at first I was a little scared to sign up for that because I'd never done anything like that before and wasn't sure if I could do it. But I thought to myself, running a half isn't my best. Like I thought I could do this, and I thought about what he said, just do your best and be the best at what you do. And I was able to manage that, and I'm just always gonna hold on to what he said to me there, is just always do your best and be the best at everything you do. So yeah, thank you.
I always admired him. As Prasad said, right, though he did a PhD in engineering, he never showed that kind of attitude, right, or ego, right. He taught me a great lesson on that perspective. And he also showed me his caring side in lot of ways. Number one, right? He used to drive and stay with us for various occasions and used to stay helping. Number two, the care, advice, weekly calls to our kids was one thing I will never forget. Number three, whenever we planned to visit Edmonton, Ottawa, he used to prepare things months in advance. He even cared enough to teach me how to play chess. His cheating was always a great lesson for me. I sincerely pray for him to rest in peace.
I just want to say in conclusion, we love you and we hope you rest in peace and we'll be fine. We'll survive. But please rest in peace knowing everyone will be okay. That's all I want to say.
So I know, just want to recognize Sarisha, Barnett, Tolu, who are back at home, who are watching on the live stream. Recognize the ACA community who may be watching on live stream as well. Thank you. I want to thank the Heritage Funeral Homes for helping us with this event and helping the setup, and thank you. And I want to thank Panditji for coming and helping us to do the last rites. So thank you, everyone. And we'll begin the last rites now.
Before we start the ritual, I am going to recite few shlokas from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Om Vasamsi Jirnani Yatha Vihaya Navani Granhati Naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्युः ध्रुवं जन्म मृतस्य च तस्मादपरिहार्येऽर्थे नस्त्वं शोचितुमर्हसि. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says that Atma is immortal. Only the body dies. After death of the body, it is like a person takes off old clothes and puts on new ones. The same way, Atma leaves one body and takes birth in another body. Atma is immortal. Weapon cannot cut it. Fire cannot burn it. Wind cannot dry it. And water cannot wet it. We mourn only for the body because of the attachment. Whosoever born, death is certain. And for death, birth is for sure. So we grieve because of the attachment for the body. Let us all pray for peace of departed divine soul. Om Dyauhu Shantirantarikshaghho Shantihi Prithivi Shantirapah Shantirokhadhayah Shantirvishve Devaha Shantirbrahma Shantihi Sarvaggo Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantiredhi. Om Shantihi 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 Om. Now we are going to start the ritual here. In this ritual we are going to offer 6 pindas here. The pindas means yatha pinde tatha brahmande. The whole universe is a shape of the egg, and that we are symbolically we are going to make like an egg all the pindas. So we request that soul that you have to go emerge to the universe. into the God, and you have to attain the moksha. So for that purpose we have to offer pindas. Why 6 pindas? Because first pinda back home, we used to take the body from the home to the funeral home. So first pinda we have to offer near the body inside the house, and that is called Shavanimittam. We have to request that soul that now you departed from the body, you cannot go back to the body, so you have to attain moksha and go to the moksha. For that purpose we have to offer first pinda symbolically and request that body, that soul. Shavanimittam. After that second pinda we offer at the main door of the house. When we take the body to the out of the house, the second pinda we offer into the main door. Why? Because we request that soul that now you have to unattached, you have to remove the attachment from the house, from the people who are living in this house, and you have to attain moksha. So for that purpose, Dvaradeshe Panthanimittam, that means we request that soul that you are a traveler here in this earth. That means when we travel into the plane, when we travel into train, we after the destination comes, we have to leave that plane and train. We can't say that this plane is mine. The same way, the soul is in the body. When the destination comes, you have to leave the body and you have to take another body, or you have to attain the moksha. So that purpose we have to offer second pinda in the main door and request that soul that you are a traveler, you should not attach the attachment into the people and the house. The third pinda we are offering in the middle of the four-way. When we take the body to the funeral home, when the 4 ways comes, in the middle of the 4-way we have to offer third pinda, that is called Khechara Nimittam. The Khechara means K means the Akash, the sky. Chara means who is roaming, because after the death of the body, the soul is a form of the wind and he has to go up. So we have to request that you are now a form of the wind, so you have to attain moksha, you have to go up. Do not go anywhere else in any other ways, you have to go up. So for that purpose, Khechara Nimittam, third pinda we have to offer. The fourth pinda, when we take rest in the middle of the way, when we take the rest at that place, we have to offer fourth pinda called Bhuta Nimittam Vishrantau. That means we request that soul that we are taking rest here for just temporarily, not the permanently. So make sure that you have to go ahead and attain moksha. Then fifth pinda we have to offer when we have to give the fire to the body. That's called Chitasthanam. And we request that soul that the body will going to burn and you are not going to burn, because you are the soul and soul cannot burn. Like Lord Krishna says, Nainam Chindanti Shastrani Nainam Dahati Pavakaha. The fire cannot burn the body. So you are the soul. So for that purpose we have to request that soul that we are Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam, we have to offer fifth pinda. And sixth pinda we have to offer on his right hand. That is called Sadhaka Nimittam Shavahaste. That means whatever you have done, the karmas from this body, you have to offer all the karmas to the God and request God to give you the moksha, the salvation. So for that purpose, we have to offer 6 pinda on his right hand as a sadhaka nimittam. So these 6 pindas we are going to offer here, and then after we are going to cremate the body with the Shanti mantra and all other mantras. So now I request you, please come here and we can start the ritual. I need, you can please sit down, yes please. I need your Gotram, Do you know your Gotra? Markandeya, perfect. And his name? Murihari. Murahari. Okay. So first of all, you have to drink water 3 times. Wash your hand first and now drink it. Again, wash your hand. For purify, you have to wear this one. Om pavitresto vaishnavyau saviturvaha prasava utpunamyachadrena pavitrena surjasya rashmibhihi tasya te pavitrapate pavitraputasya jatkamaha punetachakeyam sarvam pavitramastu sarvam shuchihi haste jalamadaya. So take water and hold it in your right like this. Om Vishnura Vishnura Vishnu Atradya Mahamangalya Falapradamasottame Mase Punya Pavitre Masa Namuttame Mase Adhika Shravane Mase Shubhe Krishne Pakshe Chaturthyam Tithau Adya Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatre Shubha Yoge Shubha Karane Shukravasare Evam Grahagana Visheshana Visishtayam Tithau Gotrocharaha Markandeya Gotrotpannasya Yatha Pravaranvitasya Vedashakarahitasya Har? No, his name.
His name? Murhari.
Murhari Namadeyasya Pretasya, you have to repeat, Markandeya Gotrasya Murhari Pretasya Dahartham Utkranti Adi Pinda Pradhanam Aham Karishye. Just offer it here. Now here the 6 betel leaves are there and we have to offer one by one all the pindas. So you can start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay. So first you have to take water in your right hand like this, and when I say you have to offer from the thumb. Okay. I'll give you in your right hand and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Asmata Pita Shavanimittam Pindasthane Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Like this. Perfect. Now take one pinda and hold it and repeat Om Markandeya Gotrasya Asmatapita Murahari Nama Pretasya Shavanimittam Utkrantau Eshaha Pindaha Maddattaha Tava Upatishtatam. On this. Again take water and hold it and repeat Om in your right hand. Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Pinde Pratyavane Janam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. On Pinda. Perfect. Now you have to use first finger, dip in this chandanam, and apply on the Pinda. Then all the chandan, kunkuma and hardra you have to offer on the Pinda. Om Preta Jayata Nara Indro Vaha Sharma Jachatu Ugravaha Santu Bahavo Nadrikhya Jatha Satha Om Anadinidhano Devaha Shankachakra Gadadharaha Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava. Here our first Pinda offering inside the house near the body is over. Now the second Pinda we are offering at the main door. Again take water and hold it in your right hand and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Dvaradeshe Pantha Nimittam Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Take one Pinda and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari प्रेतस्य द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तं पान्थनिमित्तं एषः पिण्डः मद्दत्तः तव उपतिष्ठताम्. Take water and hold it in your right hand and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Pinde Pratyavane Janam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Now everything you have to offer. Om Preta Jayata Nara Indro Vaha Sharma Jachatu Ugravaha Santu Bahavo Nadrikhya Jatha Satha अनादिनिधनो देवः शङ्खचक्रगदाधरः अक्षय्य पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेत मोक्षप्रदो भव. And flowers. Now second pinda offering is over at the main door. Now third pinda we are going to offer when in the middle of the four ways. So again take water in your right hand, hold it and repeat Mark Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Chatvare Khechara Nimittam Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Take one pinda and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Chatvare Khechara Nimittam Eshaha Pindaha Maddattaha Tava Upatishtatam. Again take water and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Pinde Pratyavane Janam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Now use your first finger and take everything and offer. Om Preta Jayata Nara Indro Vaha Sharma Jachatu Ugravaha Santu Bahavo Nadrikhya Jatha Satha. Om Anadinidhano Devaha Shankhachakragadadharaha Akshayya Pundarikaksha Preta Mokshaprado Bhava. Here our third pinda offering, middle of the four way, is over. Now fourth pinda we are going to offer when we take rest. Take water in your right hand and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Vishrantau Bhuta Nimittam Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Take one pinda and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Pretasya Vishrantau Bhutanamna Eshaha Pindaha Maddattaha Tava Upatishtatam. Take one spoon of water. Yeah. And repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Pinde Pratyavane Janam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Use first finger and offer everything. Om Preta Jayata Nara Indro Vaha Sharma Jachatu Ugravaha Santu Bahavo Nadrikhya Jatha Satha. Om Anadinidhano Devaha Shankhachakragadadharaha Akshayya Pundarikaksha Preta Mokshaprado Bhava. Fourth pind offering is over at the when we take rest. Now we are going to offer fifth pinda when we are in the Chitasthanam, that means in the funeral home. So take water in your right hand and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Chitasthane Vayunimittam Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Take one pinda and hold it and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Pretasya Chitasthane Vayu Namna Eshaha Pindaha Maddattaha Tava upatishtatam. Take water and hold it. And repeat. Markandeya gotrasya murahari preta pinde pratyavane janam maddattam tava upatishtatam. Use first finger and offer everything. Om preta jayata nara indro vaha sharma jachatu ugravaha santu bahavo nadrikhya jatha satha. Om anadinidhano devah shankha chakra gadadharah akshaya pundarikaksha preta moksha prado bhava. Our fifth pinda offering is over. Now sixth pinda we are going to offer on his right hand. Right now we are going to offer it here, then after we will keep it there. Repeat. Om Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Nama Preta Shavahaste Sadhaka Nimittam Avanejanam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Take last pinda and hold it. And repeat. Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Shavahaste Sadhaka Nimittam Eshaha Pindaha Maddattaha Tava Upatishtatam. Take water and hold it. And repeat. Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Preta Pinde Pratyavane Janam Maddattam Tava Upatishtatam. Use first finger and offer everything. Om preta jayata nara indro vaha sharma jachatu ugravaha santu bahavo nadrikhya jatha satha. Om anadinidhano devah shankha chakra gadadharah akshaya pundarikaksha preta moksha prado bhava. All six pinda offerings are over. Now we are going to go in front of the body and we are going to do the puja for your father. I'll take it. You just come. Wipes your hands. Please come. Use your first finger and you have to do in the middle of the forehead. Yes. Om Vedahametam purukham maham tamaditya varnantamasah parastata tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Now you have to take a little akshata and just on his mouth, like yes, like that. Little, take more. Perfect. Now take just a little bit kumkuma and haridra and just in the middle of the forehead you have to apply. That's it. Now we are going to offer Ganga Jalam, okay, on his mouth. So use your right hand and repeat. Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kanchi Avantika Puri Dwaravati Chaiva Saptaita Moksha Dayika Anena Ganga Jala Pradanena Asmata Pita Markandeya Gotrasya Murahari Nama Pretasya Akshaya Moksha Praptihi Vaikuntha Praptihi Shanti Praptihi Astu on his mouth. Take some tulsi leaves and just offer on his mouth. Perfect. Now I request everyone, all the family members, please come. Take flowers in both hands. Give it to everyone. You can hold this one and give it to everyone. Everyone repeat. Om Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaita, Moksha, Dayika, Anena, Pushpanjali, Shraddhanjali, Pradhanena, Markandeya, Gotrasya, Murahari, Nama, Pretasya, Akshaya, Moksha, Praptihi, Vaikuntha, Praptihi, Shanti, Praptihi, Astu. Now everyone come one by one, offer the flowers on, not on face, below the face, yeah, like that. And then you have to go around here and do 3 times pradakshina everywhere together. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Please come. Now this is the 6th one, so take with the betel leaves the whole pinda and you have to keep on his right hand. So you can keep it on that, that's okay. Yeah, perfect. Now these 2 pindas along with the betel leaves, one here and one there, you have to keep. That's okay. These 3 you have to put in a line here. Yes. That's okay. No, leave it, no problem. Offer everything. Hold it. Now you have to offer this chandana, kunkuma and haridra here everywhere. Om apeto yantu panayo sumna deva piyavaha Sutavatah dyubiraho bhiraktur birvyaktam yamo dadatva vasanamsmai Samiddhau anjan kradaram matinam gratamagne madhumatpinvamanaha Vajivahan vajinanjata vedo Vakshima priya sadasthamma priyama vakshida sadasthamma Apeto yantu panayo sumnade yapi yavaha Sutavadaha dyubiraho bhiraktur vyaktam deyamo dadatva vasanamsmai Om vedahametam purukham mahantamaditya varnantamasaha parstata Tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyaha pantha vidyate yanaya Prajapatiscarati garbhe antarajayamano bahudha vijayate Tasya jonim paripashyanti dhirastasmin hatasturbhuvanan vishva Jo devebhya atapati jo devanam purohitah Purvo jo devebhyo jato namo ruchaya brahmaye Rucham brahman janayanto deva agre tadabruvanna Jastvaivam brahmano vidyat tasya deva asanvase Shrishchate lakshmishcha patnyavaho ratre parshve Nakshatrani rupamashvino vyattam Ishnannikhana mumma ikhana sarvalokam ikhana Adbhyaha sambrataha prithivyairasacha vishvakarmanaha Samavartatagre Tasyatvashta veda tadrupameti tanmartyasya devatvamajanamagre Vedahametam purukham maham tamaditya varnantamasaha parastata Tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanyaha pantha vidyate yanaya Prajapatiscarati garbhe antarajayamano bahudha vijayate Tasya jonim paripashyanti dhirastasmin hatasturbhuvanan vishva Jo devebhya atapati jo devanam purohitah Purvo jo devebhyo jato namo ruchaya brahmaye Now take all the incense, take agarbattis, all agarbattis, and you have to keep one by one and make a line like this, like we are going to put the woods on the body. Om apeyo yantu panayo sumna deva piyavaha asyamrtavataha dyubiraho bhiraktur dadatva yamo dadatva vasanamsmai Om Samiddhau anjan kradaram matinam gratamagne madhumatpinvamanaha Vajivahan vajinanjata veda sadastha priyama sadasthamma Perfect. Now we are going to do this last time prayers to Namaskar, then after we are going to close the casket. So last prayers you can do it. If you want to see last time, you can do Namaskar. Then after we are going to close. Take her some flowers. She can also offer the flowers. You have to repeat Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dvaravati, Chaiva, Saptaita, Moksha, Dayika, Anena, Pushpanjali, Shraddhanjali, Pradanena, Markandeya, Gotrasya, Murahari, Pretasya, Akshaya, Moksha, Vaikuntha Shanti Praptihi Astu. Offer flowers. Take all flowers. Give her all flowers. You just offer all the flowers. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can do the last darshan, then after we going to close the casket. All giants are going to touch the corner when we go to the crematorium. Okay. Please join all the giants, touch the corners. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
And there's 6 of you that can come with us to the retort area, and the remainder can go to the witness room. So we'll be right back.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah
So I'm going to invite, first of all, the
Shivaya.
6 of you that are coming with us to the
Om Namah
retort area, just come with me this
Shivaya.
way, please. And we're just going to stand to this side for a few moments while I bring the others to the witness room. Okay, so just gather yourselves over here.
Can you hold it, please?
Thank you.
Please come.
And for the others that want to come to the witnessing room, we'll invite you to come this way. And you can gather in this room over here, okay? So it's a room with a window and you can see everything on the other side.
Shri Ram, 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 Ram.
So we're going to be coming through this way, and just to pre-warn everyone, we have to go through our garage to access the retort area. So come on with me this way, okay? We're coming right through this door behind us. Take your time, just watch your step. We'll invite everybody to come in this way, and I'll be ready.
Yeah. You're right. Vishnu, Vishnu. Drop in the water. Now, we are going to that's it. Now, keep it inside everything. And take the like this, and when I say you have to offer the lamp, okay? Slow. Repeat. Om Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha. Om Swaha. Inside, around, surrounding. Yeah. And inside, both. Yeah. Om Idam Prajapataye Namama. Again take some few. And repeat. Om Kravyad Agnaye Namaha. Sarvopachararthe tilakshatan samarpayami. And surrounding. Perfect. Again take some few. And repeat. Om Asmat Tvam Adhijataha Tadayam Jayatam Punaha Ayam Asau Murhari Nama Swargaya Lokaya Swaha Jvalatu Pavakaha Swaha Idamagnaye Namama. That's it. Now, Namaskar. Put the casket inside, please.
So I'm just going to be opening the door of the crematorium, and in a few moments, unite the unit to come with me. I'm just opening the door. And for those of you that will be helping us, we'll just get you to come in. We're to get two of you at the corner. And we're going to be holding the casket, so we'll need one person over here, and we'll need one person over here. And we're not going to be taking the handle because the handle's going to rub the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to lift from the bottom of the casket. We're carefully going to place the casket on the roller, slowly. So if we can all lift together, and we're just going to place the casket on the roller, we're going to drop, and then carefully just slide the casket inside as we're doing now, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Om Krutva Sudushkaram Karma Janata Vapya Janata Tyukalavasam Panchatva Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lobha Moha Samavrutam Aheyam Sarvagatrani Divyan Lokan Sagachatu. See, other people can go and touch the shoulder.
You can all touch the gentleman.
Yeah. Om Krutva Sudushkaram Karma Janata Vapya Janata Mrityukalavasam Jnatva Naram Panchatvamagatam Dharma Dharma Samayuktam Lobha Moha Samavrutam Daheyam Sarvagatrani Divyan Lokan Sagachatu Daheyam Sarvagatrani Divyan Lokan Sagachatu. Om Lomabhyah Swaha Lomabhyah Swaha Tvache Swaha Tvache Swaha Lohitaya Swaha Lohitaya Swaha Medobhyah Swaha Medobhyah Swaha Stavabhyah Swaha Stavabhyah Swaha Majabhyah Swaha Majabhyah Swaha Retase Swaha Payave Swaha Ayasaya Swaha Prayasaya Swaha Sanjasaya Swaha Hodyasaya Swaha Shuche Swaha Shochate Swaha Shokamanaya Swaha Shokaya Swaha Tapase Swaha Tapyate Swaha Tapyamanaya Swaha Taptaya Swaha Dharmaya Swaha Nikrityai Swaha Prayaschityai Swaha Bekhajaya Swaha Antakaya Swaha Mrityave Swaha Brahmane Swaha Brahmahatyayai Swaha Dyava Prithivebhyag Swaha. Please come here. Hold it. Take the water in your right hand. Purva Gana Vishesh मुरहरि प्रेतस्य दाहार्थम दाहजनित चिता दाह उपशम proper like this. Now with your tooth finger just a spring Om Aposh जो वह शिवतमो रसस्तस्य भाजयते हनः तस्मात्. Again take water and hold it in your right hand and repeat Markandeya Gotrasya Murhari Pretasya Esha Daha Anjali Te Upatishtham Pretaha. Now here going to last prayer. After this prayer we have to leave this room. When we are leaving, do not look back. Okay? Tell them. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Vayuranilamamritamadek Rasmantagum Shariram Om Kratosmara Kratagum Smara Kratosmara Kratagum Smara Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
We're just going to be coming through that second door over here, and we can get on the other side as long as you want, okay?